Thank you, everybody, for joining. So this is one of 3 sessions in our practical workshop on conducting the systematic literature search. So the goal of this workshop is to equip participants with the skills needed to conduct the systematic literature search, which is the heart of conducting systematic review. So last week with Nasra Gathoni, we were taken through the basics of systematic literature search strategy and choice of databases, how to develop a search strategy, and we consolidated the learning through a team-based practical activity. For this week, we will still go through a little bit on how to develop search strategies, but the focus of today would be on searching PubMed and Cochrane library. So the facilitator of today is William Mviombo. He's an assistant librarian at the Doctorate of Library Sciences, Muhimbili University of Health and Allied Sciences in Tanzania. He holds a master's degree in information studies from the University of Dar es Salaam, and he serves as the head of e-resources department and a research repository administrator, supporting digital scholarly resources and managing institutional research outputs. This is his role at MUHAS. In addition to his library responsibilities, he is a teacher and he's a facilitator at several universities and for several courses. William is a consultant and has undertaken several assignments in information literacy, information systems automation, and information management, and has led a wide range of training and workshops for faculty, researchers, postgraduate students, and medical practitioners. His training expertise covers health information sciences, reference management, citation tools, literature search strategies, and evidence-based information resources. So thank you so much, Williams, for accepting to facilitate this session for us. And thank you, everybody, for joining. I will now leave the floor for Williams.
Okay. Thank you, Cochrane, for giving me this opportunity to lead this session, systematic research in PubMed, Cochrane. So I'm going to take you through how you can conduct systematic research in PubMed and Cochrane. So my session will be 2 parts. The first part will be presentations, and the second part will be practical sessions. So I will start with the presentation, theoretical part, and then we'll later on move to practical sessions, hands-on activities on how to search PubMed and Cochrane. So I will share this presentation. I hope everyone can see the presentation.
Yes, we can see.
So thank you. As I've said, I will take you through a systematic search, how you can conduct a systematic search in PubMed, how you can build complex search strategies in PubMed, Cochrane. So so let's look at our learning objectives, what we're expecting to cover today in this session. We'll start with first objectives, that is understand PubMed and Cochrane search structure, how you can go about searching. You understand the structure of the PubMed and the Cochrane, how it looks like, how you are supposed to go about when you want to search. And then the second objective is how you can use search terms effectively for a systematic search. These are very important, especially if you are in health sciences. This is very important that you combine or you use mesh terms while you are conducting a systematic search for systematic reviews. The third objectives, how you will engage in how you can develop complex search strategies. And final, on the second part of my session, how you can conduct practical sessions, practical searches in PubMed. We are going to have the hands-on activities, how we can conduct now the practical searches. Okay. The last one, we'll see how you can navigate through the Cochrane library for systematic review. So now I will start with the PubMed, and then later on we'll move to Cochrane. So what is PubMed? PubMed is a comprehensive online resource for searching, retrieving biomedical and life science literature. So it's a free database. There is no need to subscribe to this database. Is available for free. And the PubMed is meant for searching and retrieving biomedical and life science literature. It's not a full text database. I know some scholars confuse PubMed. The PubMed Central. The PubMed Central is a full text database, but this is a citation database, a bibliographic database. So while you search in PubMed, you will have the bibliographic details that will link you to the full text database, which is PubMed. So it's not a full text database. You should note that. We have a full text database which is called PubMed Central. That is the full text database. So PubMed is a bibliographic, it is a citation database. So it is designed to support global and the personal health improvement. It contains over 39 million citations in the abstract for journals. As I say, you can't access full text public. That you have access to millions of citations abstract. So when you want to now retrieve the full text, then you will be directed to the PubMed Central and other publishers' sites, like the other sites. Okay, so it does not cost the full text articles, but it provides the full text available at the PubMed Central that I talked about. So the background of PubMed started to be publicly available in 1996. This PubMed is developed and maintained by the National Center for Biomedical and Information, NCBI, is part of the U.S. National Library of Medicine at the National Institute of Health. So now let's look at the structure of PubMed search. The PubMed supports two major search approaches. Number one, the keyword searching. We call it a free text searching. We have the second approach, which is called controlled vocabulary searching using mesh. The meshes are the medical subject head. So PubMed, you can search by using keywords, but also use a controlled vocabulary, which are called the medical subject headings in healthy sciences. You have these authorized medical terms you can apply. Why is it important? Also, by the keywords and the mesh terms. So, encourage, it is very effective to combine both the keywords and the mesh terms while you are building your search. The keywords, the menu. So this is just the homepage for PubMed. It has changed a little bit. It's different from the old one that we used to add on with complete what we can this. So let's work. Two types of states.
Hello, hello, William. So just a minute.
Yes.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes.
Yeah, it seems your voice is really breaking, and I can see that some participants are also experiencing that. So I don't know if there's something you can do about that.
Hello?
Yeah, William, I can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, it's much better now.
It's much better now.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
I don't know if others can confirm in the chat box if they can hear you well.
Okay. So let me share my screen. So I hope you can see the presentation.
Yes, please.
Can you go to the previous slide, please? Yeah.
This one?
Previous even before this.
Is this the slide that you want me to come again?
No, you have jump some slides. Okay. Yeah, from this one.
Okay, this one. So this is just the homepage for PubMed. It has changed a little bit from the previous one. This is a new interface of the PubMed. So when we come into the practical sessions, we'll see what has changed. What are the additional features that have been integrated into this new interface? Okay, so we will do a lot when it comes to practical sessions. Okay, so I was talking about the two types of searches that you can do with PubMed. You can do a basic search, and also you can do an advanced search. The basic search is not recommended if you are doing a systematic search for systematic reviews. So you can just use this if you want to explore some concepts, but it's not recommended if for systematic search, especially if you are conducting systematic reviews. So they can just enter words or phrase into the search bar, and the PubMed automatically can map the keywords to mesh terms, which is called automatic term mapping. We'll see how it works, the automatic term mapping. So normally when you are in a basic search, when you put words or phrases in the search bar, normally the PubMed do automatically the term mapping.
It can map keywords to mesh terms, or you can search multiple fields like title, abstract. So you can it can automatically search through various multiple fields like title, abstract, the mesh terms, and the author's names. But also you can do phrase searching in a basic search by using the quotation marks to search for exact phrase like malaria prevention or breast cancer or maternal health. So you can do phrase searching, but you have to put these quotation marks to search for exact phrase. So, and then you can do truncations and wildcards, especially the asterisk is widely used in various databases, but you also can do it with PubMed. You can truncate words like, okay, for example, the word therapy. You can truncate like how it looks over there. So you can truncate, and then it can search for, or it can find all the variations of a word. Like, for example, therapy, it can search a therapy, it can search therapies, it can search therapeutic. So, but you have to note that when you truncate, it automatically disables the automatic term mapping, which is done automatically. But if you truncate a word, you have to note that it will automatically disables the automatic term mapping. And then we have these Boolean operators. These are very important. I hope we have covered it in previous sessions for those who attended the previous session. These are very, very important, and these Boolean operators are applied in every databases, in every scholarly databases. But these are also applied in PubMed. These Boolean operators define logical relationship between concepts. For example, the Boolean N, which is very effective, it narrows the search, but it combines different concepts. That is very, very important to note that when you use the Boolean operator and the concepts have to be different. Like, for example, diabetics and hypertension. So these are different concepts. But if you want to use to connect search terms under the same concept, we normally use the Boolean operator or. So, like, for example, malaria or plasmodiums, these are under the same concept. So you can join or you can combine search terms under a single concept by using the Boolean operators or. Okay. But this one broadens the search. As you add more search terms under a single concept, you are broadening your search, and results may contain any of the terms, like malaria or plasmodiums. But when you use the Boolean operators, and it narrows the search, like when you say, for example, pregnant women and maternal health, these are different concepts. So it narrows the search, but it gives you relevant search results. And this one, the Boolean commands the database to produce results that contain both terms. So you are commanding, when you use the Boolean operator, and you are commanding the database that you want the results to be to contain both terms like diabetics and hypertension. But the Boolean operator not, this one excludes the other terms that you are not interested in. Like, for example, maybe you're looking information about cancer, but you don't want to retrieve information about the breast cancer that are associated with the breast. So you can decide to use the Boolean operator not, especially if you want to exclude some of the terms in your search results. Like, for example, you can say cancer, not breast. Perhaps you are not interested with the breast cancers, so you can use the Boolean operator not. So this one removes unwanted topics that you are not interested with. But remember, you have to use parentheses to group terms in complex searches. So that is very, very important. And we'll see that when it comes to hands-on activities. Now, so let's talk about the mesh terms, how you can use the mesh terms. This is very, very important, especially in health sciences. It is highly recommended that you do apply mesh terms in your systematic search. So what is it? These are the medical subject headings. These are the controlled vocabulary. So the mesh is a controlled vocabulary used to index Medline articles. So the mesh, it overcomes the problems of synonyms and spelling variations. So when you use the mesh terms, the subject headings, you overcome or you avoid the problems of synonyms and spelling variations. But also mesh maps search to all articles under each concept. So when you use the mesh terms, it automatically maps search to all articles under each concept. So how to access a mesh database? You can go to PubMed under the Explore icon. You can see the mesh database. So the good thing with PubMed, it has integrated the mesh database. That is where you can search, for example, for a word hypertension. If you want to know the mesh term for hypertension, you can just search in mesh database in PubMed, and you can find the mesh term for hypertension. We'll do it later on when it comes to the practical sessions. Now let's look at the components of a mesh record. So like when you search a term and you want to find the mesh term for a certain concept or for a certain word. So when you search how the mesh record will look like, or what are the things that will be contained in a mesh record. So you will see a definition. So the first thing that you will see after you have searched for a mesh term, you will see a definition of that particular word or of that particular concept that you are searching. You will see the definition of it, and then you will see the entry terms. The entry terms, these are the synonyms to that particular word or for that particular topic that you are searching. And then afterwards, after you have seen the entry terms, which are the synonyms, and that is the advantage of searching in the mesh or finding the mesh terms, because automatically it will provide the synonyms for you for the different concepts that you want to integrate in your search strategies. So it works better because it also suggests for you the variations of a word that you are looking for. So you will see the synonyms in your mesh records. But also you can see the tree structure, the hierarchical organizations from the top domain of the subjects to the low level subject domain, the hierarchical structures. You can see where does that particular word fits into the hierarchical structure. Okay. And then after the hierarchical organization or the hierarchical structure, you can see the subject headings. These are the narrow specific topics. The subject headings, these are the narrow or the specific subtopics under that particular concept that you have searched. And then you can see major and minor topics under mesh records. So these are the information that you will see once you search in a mesh database. So when you use a mesh terms, the advantage is that also the mesh you can explode. So when you use a mesh terms, it means you can explode that particular mesh terms. What does it mean when you explode? When you can command a database to explode, it means it includes all the narrower terms and a mesh heading. So we will see later on how you can explode in PubMed and in Cochrane. So you can opt for, like in Cochrane, you can opt for a mesh term to explode that. It means it includes all the narrower terms and a mesh terms. But in PubMed, it does automatically, as I've said. In PubMed, it does automatically the exploding. Okay, when you will see when it comes to practical sessions. But exploding, it means it includes all the narrower terms and a specific mesh heading. But you can decide, you can restrict your database by choosing major topic. This one restricts search to articles where the topic is the main focus. And this is when, if you want to avoid the exploding, like for example, because this is done automatically in PubMed, so you can choose to use the major topic that restricts search to articles where the topic is the main focus. So you avoid those subheadings or the narrower topics. So you can only include the major topics or the main heading under the mesh heading. So how you can combine mesh and the keywords, that is very, very important. As we said, when you are doing a systematic search, it is highly encouraged that you combine both the medical subject heading and the keyword. Why? Is because when you combine both the mesh and the keywords, you are more likely to get relevant and your search will be comprehensive. It means you will be including the results from the medical subject headings and the keywords, which are normally suggested by authors, because in most of the articles, the authors will recommend the keywords for that represent the publications. So normally in articles, in journal articles, we see the keywords that have been proposed by the authors. So that's why it is recommended that you use the subject heading and the keywords. So this retrieves articles indexed with mesh, but also the free text occurrences that have been proposed by authors of such particular publications. So in PubMed, you can also apply filters. Filters appears on the left-hand panel after you run a search. So after you have run your search, you will see these filters on the left-hand panel of the PubMed interface. So these includes the article types. So you can filter by article type. Like if, for example, you can command a database maybe to filter the results for randomized controlled trials, or for systematic reviews, or for any other kinds of article type. Okay, and then you can filter by text availability. Like you can opt for free full text, or you can opt for abstract, but normally people are interested with full text rather than the abstract. So, but like if you are having limited access, you can opt for free full text, especially if you have a limited access, because some of the publications requires you to pay, restricted by the paywalls. So you can opt for free full text, like if you are having a limited access to such kind of publications. And then you can filter by by publication dates. Like maybe you can command a PubMed to retrieve results in 10 years category. So perhaps you can say, maybe I want to retrieve results within a 10 years range, or within a 5 years range, or within 3 years range. So you can limit it by publication dates. Like if for example, you are conducting a systematic reviews, normally we are having a time range for publications. So you can opt to put the publication dates. Like for example, you may be searching for results for publications from maybe 2010 to 2025. So that is where you can apply those filters, and then you can limit or you can apply the species filters, where you can, maybe if you're interested with animal clinical trials or human related publications, or you can limit by sex, age group, and language. So always apply filters after examining the initial results to avoid losing relevant studies. So before you apply filters, it is highly recommended that you do examine your initial results to avoid losing some highly relevant studies or publications. And then the advanced search in PubMed is the one that is recommended while you are doing systematic search. The advanced search tools allows you to combine multiple search statements. It also allows you to build structured queries, complex queries, but also you can use the field tags, like TIAB stands for title and abstract, but also you can command in PubMed, especially if you want to search for mesh, you can use the field tag for mesh. If you want to use the mesh times, there is where you can use the field tags. The AU stands for author, the DP stands for date of publications. So like you can see the example over there, hypertensions, that is the mesh times, and the guidelines, that is the publication type. Okay, so that's how you can apply the advanced search. So it's very useful to combine multiple search terms, and for systematic reviews, it's when scholars or researchers are required to build their complex or their structured search queries. You cannot do that with the basic search. So this is a working area for systematic search. So if you are conducting a systematic search for systematic reviews, this is your working zone. This is where you are supposed to combine multiple search terms to build your complex search strategies. So after you have searched, you can also So after you have searched, this is the PubMed also allows you to save or to download the search results, but also you can set alerts. But it's highly encouraged for researchers to create an account, an SBI account is free, and that is where you can search your search strategies. But also you can set up email alerts for new publications, and this support ongoing systematic review. So it's highly encouraged, and I will show you how you can create a free account so that it can be easier for you to save your search strategies, but also it's easier for you you can set email alerts for new publications in the areas that you are interested to be alerted with new publications in that area. And then you can export the search results. The PubMed allows you to export search results, and especially for systematic reviews, that is mandatory that after you have done your search, you have to export the citations so you can go further with other procedures like screening and so forth. So the PubMed allows you to export the search results in PubMed format, in CSV format, and in PubMed ID, in PMID formats. So these are the formats that you can export the search results, and we'll do it later on when it comes to hands-on activities. So this is the step-by-step constructions of the advanced research. So when you are constructing, you are building a systematic search, especially if you are having a research topic or a research questions. The number one is you are encouraged to break down a research topic into key concepts. And then after you have broken down a research topic or a question into key concepts is when now you identify mesh terms for each concept. So not all the concept you will get the mesh terms. You can be able to get the mesh terms because some concepts do not have the mesh terms. So you have to identify mesh terms for those concepts that have the mesh terms. So that is not the second step. But the third step, you identify the keywords, the synonyms. But as I've said, you can also use the mesh database to get the synonyms. At those entry terms are the synonyms. So the mesh database can also assist you to get the synonyms of that particular concept. So it's very important that you add the keyword synonyms. But also you can use Boolean operators to combine concept, and finally you can combine all the concept with the Boolean operator and then the last you can add the filters and the limits, but that is optional. But if your systematic reviews wants you to apply some filters or some limits, you can do that. But that is optional. It depends with your the kind of systematic reviews that you are doing. So like we have these research questions. We'll do this when it comes to practical sessions. So I'll just skip these slides because these slides will be more effective when we do the hands-on activities. So I'll just skip these slides. Is it okay? Hello?
Yes, Williams. It's okay. Thank you.
Okay, it's okay.
So now let's move to Cochrane, how you can conduct a systematic search in the Cochrane library. But first, what is it? The Cochrane library is a collection of databases that contain high quality, independent evidence to inform healthcare decisions. So within Cochrane libraries, we have several databases that contain high quality, independent evidence to inform healthcare decision making. So it's a premier evidence-based resource designed to support healthy decision making, clinical guidelines, and systematic reviews. It is owned by Cochrane and it is published by Willen. Okay, so the Cochrane is an international organization that is known for rigorous and high quality research, and it's an evidence-based resource, okay, that it is designed to support healthcare decision making. So now let's look at these databases that build the Cochrane libraries, because Cochrane library is made up of several databases. The primary component of Cochrane library is called the Cochrane databases of systematic reviews. That is the primary or the major component of the Cochrane library. So the Cochrane database for systematic reviews is a leading resource for high quality, peer-reviewed systematic reviews on health interventions. So it's a leading resource. It's a gold standard evidence source, and it is normally regularly updated compared to other evidence-based resource. So this one is a leading resource for high quality. If you are looking for high quality peer-reviewed systematic reviews, this is the resource to go. So, and then the second database is called the Cochrane Central Register of Controlled Trials. Like if you're looking for clinical trials, this is a comprehensive database for randomized and quasi-randomized controlled trials. So you are looking for clinical trials. This is a register of all randomized controlled trials in health sciences. So it includes trial reports from Medline, Embase, and hand searching. So we also have another database which is called the Cochrane Clinical Answers. These provide a readable, digestible, and clinical focused entry points to rigorous research from Cochrane reviews. And these this database has the clinical or the evidence summaries at the point of care. You can apply these evidence summaries for those clinicians who practice in clinical settings. This is a good evidence-based resource for medical practitioners who practice in clinical settings. So it is designed to be actionable to inform point of care decision making for those clinicians. So it's a good resource for evidence summaries, for those clinical evidence summaries. And then the fourth one is the Cochrane protocols. Remember, when you are conducting a systematic review, the first thing that you have to do before you embark on a serious project, you are supposed to develop protocols. It's like a protocol is like a research design, is how you are going to do a systematic reviews. So it guides how you are going to do a systematic reviews. It's a research design. So it is highly encouraged for systematic review research projects that you first develop a protocol. So this is where you can register your protocols. So protocols of planned or ongoing systematic reviews can be registered and retrieved from this Cochrane protocol database. So they provide insights into research underway, the Cochrane protocols. So like before you started to do a systematic reviews, it's highly encouraged you check in Cochrane database for systematic reviews if there is a reviews that is going on or is underway in the area that you want to do a systematic reviews. But also you can find different protocols, because protocols are the ones that provide insights into various researches or various systematic reviews that are underway. So before you embark on a systematic review project, it is highly encouraged that you come into Cochrane library and search if there is a systematic reviews underway or if there are protocols related to that particular research area that you want to do a systematic reviews or a research project. So why use the Cochrane library? The Cochrane library is ideal for evidence-based medicine, especially because we are having a Cochrane clinical answers, so it can provide evidence for clinicians to make informed decision making at the point of care, but also it's ideal for systematic review development. If you want to develop your systematic reviews, you can just use this tool. These Cochrane libraries, it can provide guidance how you can go about developing your systematic reviews, but also it's ideal for clinical guideline preparations. Like if you want to prepare clinical guideline, normally the Cochrane library provide directions, or it guides how you can prepare a clinical guideline. But also Cochrane library is ideal for high quality randomized controlled trial identifications, but also is ideal for rapid clinical evidence summaries, as I've said. So it's a good resource because it's made up of several databases that we have seen before. I've talked about it before. So now let's look at the Cochrane search interface. What it is composed of. So the same as in PubMed, the Cochrane has two types of searches. It has a basic search, which is a straightforward and suitable for simple and explanatory searches. You can just enter keywords such as malaria prevention or vitamin D deficiency or hypertension treatment, and the results will appear. First, you will see the Cochrane reviews when you search or you conduct a basic search. What will come first is your Cochrane reviews, and then it is followed by protocols, clinical answers, and trials. So when you are searching a basic search, what will come first is the Cochrane reviews before other publication type, like protocols, clinical answers, and trials. But it is limited because it lacks precise control, but it may return broad or irrelevant results. That's why it is highly encouraged to do an advanced search in these, especially if you're doing a systematic search for systematic reviews. It's not encouraged to use the basic search, as I've said, but also it does not allow field-specific searching while you are doing a basic search. So it is limited. So we'll concentrate on how you can use the advanced search rather than the basic search. So this basic search is a simple one. It's a straightforward. So now the advanced search, this function is more powerful, and it is designed for researchers. It includes Boolean operators, field searching, search managers, search history, and the controlled vocabularies. So in Cochrane libraries, you can see that in advanced search, you can. Hello?
Williams, we can hear you. Sorry about that. I think somebody's mic was open, but we've muted the person.
Okay. So the good thing with advanced research in Cochrane, this is a very powerful tool. As I've said, it is designed for researchers because it includes Boolean operators, field searching. These are integrated together. Boolean operators, field searching, but also you can apply the search manager, which is a query builder, but also you can see your search history, and then you can also use the controlled vocabulary, the mesh terms where applicable. So you can all see these in advanced research in Cochrane's. We will see later on. So how you can access advanced research? You can just click advanced research under the search bar. So under the search bar, you can just see the advanced research. And when you click, it will direct you to the advanced research tool for further searching procedures. So we'll see this when it comes to practicals. So this is a practical example that I wish we can start to do the practical sessions. Fortune?
Yeah,
I'm done with
William.
my presentation, unless if there is any questions, because I wish that we use more time for practical sessions.
Okay, no problem. That's a good idea. So we're supposed to assign participants to different breakout rooms for them to carry out their practical activity. But I was just wondering if you could do like a demonstration of maybe how to use PubMed or Cochrane Library for this.
Yeah, then so I will do the demonstration first, and then we'll have the breakouts room.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay.
We can see. It's just popping from Dar es Salaam.
Okay, yeah, sure. So I'll just go to PubMed. You can just search PubMed on any search engines.
We can't hear. The audio is off.
Hi, Williams. Sorry, we cannot hear you. Hello, Williams. Can you hear me, please? There's no audio from your end. I was wondering if you could.
It looks like as if it's been locked out.
Well, everybody just please exercise a little bit of patience. I think he's experiencing technical difficulties.
So I hope you can see this PubMed interface, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. So let me go back. This is the home page for PubMed database. I said if you want to access the advanced research, this is where you can go to advanced research tool. But if you want to access the mesh database, because that is very, very important, because you are supposed to identify the mesh terms for the concept, for example, that you have derived from your search strategies. So you have to come here on this explore icon or icon explore section, and then you can just click here on mesh database, and then you can search here. Like for example, maybe we want to know the medical subject heading for the word cancer. For example, you can just click right here, cancer, and then you can just click search. And then you will see the first results is neoplasm. So you can just click here, or you can just look at the search details here. Here, you can just see here on search details on the right panel. You can see here on the search details, it tells you now after you have searched the word cancer, it will tell you that neoplasm is a mesh term, but the word cancer is a text word. Okay, so for the word cancer, the mesh term is neoplasm. So that is the mesh term. Okay, so you can decide to add to search builder. Sorry, you can decide to search here. And then you can add it to search builder. Okay, so you have to first select this word here, neoplasm, and you can add to search builder, and then you can build your search. But before we go further, you can just click here on neoplasm. And then you can see this is what I was talking about earlier. When a mesh record, how it looks like. You see here we are having a definitions of the word neoplasm, the year it was introduced, and the subject heading. Okay, these are the subject heading, and then you can see the entry terms here. Here you can see the entry terms. These are the synonyms. So the good thing with them, with identifying the mesh terms and searching in PubMed, you can see the synonyms that you can apply in building your search query. Like here we have the synonyms for the word cancer. The mesh term is neoplasm, but we are having other entry terms which are the synonyms like tumors, cancer, malignant neoplasm, benign neoplasm, neoplasm benign, and so forth. So you can take these as your synonyms in building your search query. Okay. So let me open another tab. So I'll just go straight to advanced research. And this is the advanced research. This is the PubMed Advanced Research Builder. So I will go back into our practical example. Which was, what is the effectiveness of physical activity intervention in reducing blood pressure among adults with hypertension? So that is our research questions. What is the effectiveness of physical activities intervention in reducing blood pressure among adults with hypertension? So as we said, first we have to break the questions into key concepts. Here we're having hypertension, we are having physical activities, we are having adults, we are having outcomes. So we have to identify the mesh term for the word hypertension. So I'll just copy this hypertension and then I'll just search it in mesh term. The word hypertension, I'll just search here on the mesh database, hypertension, and then you can see on the search details here that hypertension is also a mesh term, but also hypertension can also be a text word. So the hypertension is a mesh term, so I'll just click on this, the first link, hypertension, and then we can see the entry terms for the word hypertension is high blood pressure. Blood pressure is high blood pressure. So in our search strategies, we can just write here, cancer, no hypertension. Let me just copy it. Hypertension. Hypertension, and then I will just add. So, but here I can also decide where do I want to search the field searching tag. Where do I want to search? Do I want to search in all fields or in affiliations fields or in author? So I'll just leave it on the all fields. But here you can decide where do you want to search. Do you want to search as a mesh term? So you can decide on these field words. Or do you want to search as a phrase, as a text word, or we want to search in a title and the abstract, which is called the tab. So maybe I can opt to search in title and the abstract, and then I'll just click add. And then I can also add another hypertensions, because that is because this is the mesh term. So I'll just search it as a mesh term first, and then I'll just add, and then I will search hypertension as the text word, as the normal word. So I'll look for the text word in the field tags, text word, and then because this is the same concept, so I'll use the Boolean operators. I'll add with the Boolean operator O. So now we're having these hypertension mesh terms or hypertension text word, which is the normal word, and then I can the other word for the hypertensions on our entry terms is high blood pressure. So I'll just copy this high blood pressure as the synonyms. So I'll just come here and paste and write the word high blood pressure, and then this is not a medical subject heading. Maybe I want to search this in title and abstract. and then I will add it with O because it is the same concept. And then after you are done, now you are having a search strategy for the first concept, hypertension. Okay, because in our research question, the first concept was hypertension. So I have identified the hypertension's mesh term is also the word hypertension. So I've set the hypertension as mesh term, but also as a text word, but also as high blood pressure in title and abstract. So now I can click here, search for the first concept. Okay, I will just click search, and then let's see, we are having like 600,000 plus search results. Okay, and then I can go to advanced search, and then you can see here we are having this search history over here. So we are having our numbers, our search history here. It has recorded our search results for the first concept, hypertension. So you can see it is here. It is recorded in our search history here. So now let's search for another concept, which is physical activities. But first, I will look for the mesh term for the word physical activity. So what is the mesh term for the word physical activity? So, and then I will search, and then we are having here the mesh term for the word physical activities is exercise. So you can either copy this search details over here, or you can opt to go and click here on the exercise, and then you can see the entry terms, which are the synonyms on the mesh record. After you have clicked on the mesh term exercise, you can see the entry terms for the with the synonyms for the word physical activities is exercise, aerobic exercise, acute exercise, physical activities. Okay, so I can go back to my advanced search. I'll just copy this word exercise as a mesh term. So I'll choose, this is a mesh term on the field. Tags, I'll choose, this is a mesh term. And then I will add. And you can see here, the field tags is exercise, under the field tags is a mesh term. And then I can use another word, physical activity. Physical activities. This is just a text word. This is just a normal word. So I'll choose under text word, and then I'll add with O because it is the same concept. And then I can go back into my mesh records. I'll look for another entry term, which is a synonym, acute exercise. I will just copy it, and then I will enter here the word acute exercise. Perhaps maybe I want to search this as in title and abstract, and title and abstract field tag. So I'll look for the title and abstract field tag. and then I can add here, and then I can look for another synonyms. Under my mesh term exercise, it's called, we have another synonyms which is called the aerobic exercise. I'll just copy it, and then I will go into my advanced search. I'll just paste the word aerobic exercise, and I'll just leave it to search in title and the abstract field tag, and then I'll just add. And when I think the synonyms are enough, I can just search and see how much do I get. So I'm having like 392,000 plus search results. And then I can go back into advanced search and see on my search history, I can see now I'm having another search strategies recorded under the second. Hello, yes, I see a hand.
Yeah, William, it's Fortune.
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to notify you that we have about 7 more minutes left for the demonstration.
Okay, thank you. So at least you see how you can identify the mesh terms and how you can create a search strategy for every concept, because in advanced search it's highly recommended that you do a search for a single term. So you can search for every single concept, and the advanced search will record your search. And here, this is where now you can decide to combine your search statement. For example, here I want to combine now the first concept and the second concept, hypertension and the physical exercise, because our time is limited. But how you can combine these search strategies for each concept, you can just come here, and here you can just click here. Add query, and then you can see the query has been added over there on the query box, but also you can just click here to add another query. Okay, so you can just click here, add with end, because those are the different concepts. And then you can see you are having a search query over, you are having a complex search query here. You have combined the first concept, the query for the first concept, and the query for the second concept, which is physical activities, and then you can search for all the concept. And we are having 17,000 search results. That's how you can combine queries for different concept under advanced research. And it is always recorded in search history. That is easy for PubMed. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
very clear.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's how you can build a search query for a single concept, and then you can combine the different concepts. And if you want to see the results, you can just click here on results. You can just click here, and then you will see your search results. Maybe we click here and see how we can pull down these citations. Like these are our maybe we assume these are our final search strategies, and then we want to pull down the searches that you can just click here on save. And then you can just select all results. Okay, but we are limited with 10,000 citations because I have not logged in. So, and then here we can choose the format. You can choose the format. Maybe I'll choose the CSV. The CSV. Okay, and then I can create a file. So that's how you can download it. So you can see now it downloads my citations. That's how you can download the citations. Okay. Fortune, do you still have time for Cochrane? I don't know how much time do I left with?
Okay. I think we have about 3 minutes. How long do you think might be enough for Cochrane demonstration?
Cochrane, maybe 10 minutes.
Okay. I hope we can make it like 5 minutes, then that would be great.
Okay, let me try my level best with the Cochrane.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
I will
So,
just do a little on Cochrane.
okay. So quickly, sorry, William, can I make like a contribution?
Yes, you're welcome.
I was just wondering if you could show participants how to apply filters,
How
maybe to reduce the number of results.
the filters, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So like here, for example, I said if you are you want to filter these results by article type or by date of publications, on the left panel, you can see here we are having these filters. You can limit by article type. Like here, you can see we have books, clinical trials, meta-analysis, randomized controlled trials, but also can limit it by languages or species. Like but also you can limit it by sex, but also you can limit by by age groups. For example, maybe you want adults, you can just click adults, and then you can see the results have been narrowed down. But also you can limit uh, by by publication dates. Maybe you want within 10 years range, you can just choose here within 10 years range. And then you can see now we have 4,000 from 17,000. And you can see the filters have been applied here. In the last 10 years, under the age group that is 19 plus years. So that's how you can limit it by using filters. Okay. I hope it's clear. But it depends on the kinds of systematic reviews that you are doing, because it depends on the inclusions and exclusion criteria. So that will determine what kinds of filters do you want to apply.
Okay, thanks very much, Williams. Yeah, I think that works very well for us.
Yeah. Maybe I go into Cochrane a little bit and see how you can do that.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So I will just go to Cochrane. You can just search Cochrane library. It's available for free. Okay. So it is verifying. Then I will just verify. Okay, I'm not a robot. And then it will direct me to Cochrane. So this is Cochrane. So maybe I will not do the basic search. I will go into advanced search, right? So if you want to go to advanced search, because that is very, very important, you can just click here, advanced search. And the good thing with Cochrane, you are having the medical, the mesh databases here. You can search, okay? The mesh terms, it is integrated within the Cochrane also. But also you can see search managers here. So I prefer to use the search managers, especially because especially if you're doing a systematic reviews, perhaps you'll be working with a search manager. So I'll just click on this search manager. Okay. Okay, I'll just clear this. Sorry. Okay. And then let's go back into our practical example under Cochrane and see what we can do. So we are having this effectiveness of zinc supplementation in treating acute diarrhea in children. So our first concept here is zinc supplementations, acute diarrhea, and then children. So I'll just search the word zinc to find the synonym for the word zinc. Okay, so I'll just copy the word zinc. And because I want to find the synonyms for the word, the mesh term for the word zinc. So I'll just search here. I'll just, in this search manager, we are having this mesh term here. You can see the mesh term is here. So I can just click here to find the mesh term for the word zinc. So I'll just come here and then I'll type the word zinc. And then I will select the word zinc, and then I will look up here. I will look up here, and then you can see the word zinc is also a mesh term. So the good thing with Cochrane, it explodes all the trees. You can combine it to explode all the trees, and you can add on your search managers. So like I'll just click here, add this mesh term here. Okay, and I will select it is to explode all the trees here. So I'll just click add, and then you can see the first line of our search. Our first concept is mesh descriptor zinc explode all the trees, right? So now there is no need to search for other synonym, because if you explode, it also searches or includes all the narrower terms under the word under the concept of zinc. So maybe I will search another concept. I will search another concept which is diarrhea. So I'll just copy this word diarrhea. Okay. And then I will search in mesh diarrhea, and then I will look up. So I find also that diarrhea is also the mesh term. So I'll just select here, explode all the trees, so that it includes all the variations or all the narrower topics. And then I'll just click here, add. So I'm having the search query for the word zinc and for the word diarrhea, and I have decided to explode all the trees so that I got all the narrower subtopic. So how do you combine it? Because our time is limited, and then you can see here how much have you got for the first concept zinc, and how much have you got for the second concept diarrhea. So you can see the number of results here. And then if you want to combine now the query for zinc and diarrhea, so you can just come here and you can just type #1 for the first concept, and you can combine it with Boolean operator, and because these are the different concepts, so you can just type #2 for the second concept, which is diarrhea. But because our time is limited, but we are supposed to make sure that we have created a query for all the concept in our research or in our research topic or research questions. And then you can decide here, after you have combined by using this hashtag, you see this hashtag, hashtag number 2, this hashtag is for the concept zinc, and this hashtag number 2 is for the concept diarrhea, and then you can just click continue. And then you can see you have got 183 search results. And then if you want to view the search results, you can just click here to show the results. You can just click here and then you can see the results. We are having like 4 Cochrane reviews, as I've said. When you search in Cochrane using the advanced search, you will see what comes first is the Cochrane reviews. We are having 0 protocols, but we are having 179 trials, no editorials, and clinical answers. So if you decide to export these, you can just select these and you can export here. You can export by any other formats. We have a RIS EndNote, we have a RIS reference managers. So you can opt the formats that you want, that you would like to use to export these search results. Perhaps maybe I can opt RIS reference managers, and then I can download the citations. Okay. It's done now. I'm having my citation downloaded in RIS formats. So that's how we can do it.
I have a question.
Is there any question?
Yes, when it is downloaded now, how do I manage it? It's in thousands. I'm talking of uploading it to a software that can help in screening it.
Sorry, can you come again?
I said, after downloading, what next? How will it get to the software?
Okay. Okay. After downloading, you can just now import the citation into the software that you use to do the screening. Like maybe you can use Confidence, you can use Ryan, or you can use the reference managers to do the duplication first, because that is after you have done your search, you have downloaded the citation, the search results, you have to duplicate the citations, so that you are remaining with the unique publications. Okay, so that's how after you have downloaded, you make sure you deduplicate the citations to have the unique publications or citations. So it depends what kind of systematic review software that you are using to do the systematic review. I see. Fortune, welcome.
Yeah, sorry, Williams. I don't know if you are done with the presentation and if we can go ahead with the activity.
Yeah, I'm done unless there is any other question.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've attempted to answer the questions in the chat box, so I think we can.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
so I'm done with my presentation. Thank you for listening. Our time is limited.
Yeah.
I hope we had much time to do the hands-on activities, but our time is not enough.
Okay, so I just want to briefly run through thank you very much, Williams. I hope you would stay through for the practical activity.
Okay.
Yes. So we expected to develop a search strategy on this topic, on this research question, and then conduct the search on PubMed, then document the search strategy and search result. So we would be going into our breakout rooms now. It's going to be a room of 10 persons max. So once the rooms are created, you would see different rooms, and you can join whichever one you want to join, please. All right. So Williams,
yes.
Can I start the breakout room activity now?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Great. So the breakout rooms are now open, and you can join whichever one. So please, is there any of the teams or groups that finished and are ready to present so that Williams can have William can provide some suggestions or feedback? Any team? I think we have from room 1 to room 14. Please indicate and then we'll call you up to present. If you can share your screen, that would be also appreciated.
Unfortunately, you could probably stop sharing your screen so that participants can share their screen if they wish. Please,
Okay,
thank you.
Okay, no problem. All right. Is there anybody that wants to present for their group? Hello, Williams, what do you think? I'm not sure the teams had finished. Do you
Hello?
think? Yes. Can you hear me? Hello?
Can I present for group number 10?
Oh, sure. Did you finish?
Not really, but we had the query, the search query for PubMed.
Okay, no problem. You can go ahead. You can share your screen as well.
I hope you can see the screen.
Yeah, very well. You can see the screen.
Okay, so we tried to create the search query for PubMed using the keywords mHealth and the mesh for telemedicine. Also, we use the keyword medical adherence as well as diabetes mellitus, which is the mesh. Then when we searched in the PubMed, we came up with 118 results. So we could not proceed with the filtering and the other things. This is what we managed to do. So this is our search query.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Williams, please, would you want to comment on this?
Yeah, I think for the short term I think they did much better. They tried to find the mesh terms. I'm happy with that. That's very nice. In another group that I was trying to assist, we tried to find the mesh term for the mobile health, which is telemedicine, medication adherence. So you did the best. But what I can add for systematic search, you are encouraged to add more synonyms, the keywords, because I see mesh terms only. But remember, I told you that it's very, very important also to combine the keywords, the synonyms. Perhaps you could add more keywords, like for the word diabetic mellitus. But I know the time is limited, so you have done wonderful. So, but for systematic search, it has to be a complex search. You have to include all the keywords which can yield more results. So you don't leave any results. That is very, very important to be included in systematic search.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Julia, I don't know if we can take maybe one more.
So we could probably one more. I think one more if anybody wish to share. Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other team that finished?
Room 1 finished, barely.
Oh, okay. Please go ahead and share your screen and present.
I'm sorry, can we see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen, but it's the
All right,
Zoom.
thank you very much. Yes. Yes, so we were able to first derive the keywords from the topic, and our keywords were mobile health, medication adherence, and diabetes. So we first, based on the process that we're taught, we look for the mesh term for each of those keywords, and then also using the entry terms, the synonyms for each of those keywords. We were able to derive, I think, at least 3 synonyms for each of those keywords, and using the Boolean operators between each of those keywords, we're able to sorry yeah, this is what we're able to bring out. Then we also use some of the filters, so we narrowed down our publication range to between last 10 years, article language English only amongst adults, and we were left with 65 results.
Right, thank you
That's
very
very
much.
nice. Yeah, that's very nice. Yeah, I think you have done the best. Wonderful. I see you have combined the mesh terms and the keywords, the normal text words. So that is amazing. It's wonderful. You had a very short time, but you have done a great job. So congratulations. And you have applied also the filters. But remember, when you're applying the filters, if you are conducting a real systematic review, so you have to look at your inclusion criteria that also will determine what kind of filters do you. The protocols will determines what kind of filters or the limitations that you need to apply. So for these assignments, it's wonderful, amazing.
Okay,
Thank you
thank you
very
very
much.
much. I believe that's group 2 or group 1. Thank you very much. That's a very good one. I think we've come to the end of this workshop for today. Williams, do you have some final thoughts or some final words for the participants before we give the announcement?
Okay. I just want to thank
Go ahead,
everyone.
William. Go ahead, William.
Okay, I just want to thank everyone for listening, for following my presentations. From the group, from the breakout rooms, I see they were real following up, and I see a good job that has been done in the 2 groups that have presented. So I just encourage them to go and do more practice so that they can be able to build a systematic search or systematic search in various databases. In Cochrane, we had little time to do in Cochrane, but I hope they can catch up by following up through my presentations. I hope you will share the presentations for them to make follow-up. Thank you very, very much, everyone.
All right. Thank you very much, Williams. The invitation to facilitate came at a very short notice, unfortunately, and Williams was able to pull all this together and execute this session excellently. I also thank Dr. Reima Chande, which I believe also contributed to the presentation that was presented today. So this is the second of 3 sessions for this workshop, like I mentioned. And as promised, we will share the recordings. We will also share the slides with the participants for both of the sessions that we've completed. The next session will come up next week, and that will be the final session for the workshop. For the question on certificates, yes, we are able to make arrangement for certificates for participants who complete the 3 sessions or maybe the recordings as well. And unfortunately, we
We can't hear you.
Courtney, you're muted.
Speaker is open. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we would share the slides and the recordings and maybe any other information that you would need. Thank you so much, everybody. Julia, do you have final words?
Just a small final word. We thank everyone for coming, and we encourage you to go to our social media handles. We encourage you to network with other persons within SRN to practice using these tools. It's very important to ensure that you do quality, reproducible research work. And we look forward to seeing you on December 19th, where we'll go through searching Scopus and Web of Style, building, running, and documenting search strategies. So thank you once again, everyone. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Julia, sorry, can we take a group
Yes,
photo? Sorry, can we quickly take a group photo? If possible, you can just put on your camera. Let's take a group photo. Thank you.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Julia, can you assist with that?
Yes, yeah, I'll take the picture. The six screens, okay? Let me see if I could set it up quickly. All right. Everybody can smile. All right, say SRN. Okay. One moment. Good. This screen one. Let me go on to screen two now. Screen two, people smile and say SRN.